We've all heard the verse, faith without works is dead, but faith with only works is also dead. How does God demonstrate that? Straight up in the Word through Abraham. Romans chapter 4, 2 through 5. For if Abraham was justified by works alone, he has something to boast about to sinners, to the world, but not before God. For what does the scripture say? Abraham believed God, and it was counted to him as righteousness. Now to the one who works, his wages are not counted as a gift, but as a due. And to the one who does not work, but believes in him who justifies the ungodly, his faith is counted as righteousness. So what God is breaking down here, that if you simply do works, it's kind of coming from a self-righteous point of view. And the only validation that you're ever going to receive is not from God, but from other people, other sinners. So God is saying, it's not about what you know up here. It's not how many verses you know off the top of your head. It's not how good you can preach the word. It's about what is here, true belief in God. And that's what Abraham had. God said before he was circumcised, saved, or a believer, he was deemed righteous. And he later says that he did not deem Abraham righteous for the sake of him alone, but for all of us who followed. We need to understand that we cannot have this perfect standard of our works and how many verses we know and our biblical knowledge in our minds. We must truly believe God in our hearts. We must truly believe that Jesus died and rose again, and that demonstrates true faith. When you feel that in your heart and your spirit is full, the works are your due, as he said. It is something you do naturally because you love God so much and you realize that the sacrifice that he executed in our favor that we surely did not deserve. So God debunks that works alone do not bring faith. And a lot of people take that out of context. But Abraham's life fully contradicts that. So when reading the Bible, do not just take one piece, one verse, one chapter, and then run with it. You have to keep reading because there is multiple layers to every single point that God makes. It is very calculated. It is very thorough. So do not take that verse out of context because these stories contradict what you think in your mind.